Hey everybody, Shield here for another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. Last time we went and spoke to Connie Senna and Merwib of the two other factions, or rather, nations. And we're going to pick up our next quest right here with this Serpent Officer. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seeds here went well, my Lord Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merwib of Limsa Lominsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray, speak to Baderon at his establishment. So this is going to send us back to Limsa. And if you didn't notice, there was 618 gil. Depending on how far away your destination is, it costs more to port. Though, we can register as a favored location, and it'll make that cheaper. But you can only have, I think it's 2 favorites, maybe 3. And we have not been anywhere in Lenosia yet. Or in Limsa, rather, so we'll have to walk. And pick up the Aetherytes as we pass them. There's one up here at the Culinarians Guild. We'll actually just make this pass up here quick. Grab the both of these. Grab the Marauders Guild first, then we'll just come back around. Actually, I'm probably going to cut this out because this is just running around the town. Yeah, I'll just show where... Well, actually, I don't have to show where they are because they're on the map. Yeah, I'll probably just cut it out. Alright, and this was the last one. I did the F Castle next to the Drowning Wench. And same thing as in Ul'dah, we gain access to the gates outside and the airship Aetheryte destinations. So we'll just make our way back to here now. And talk to Baderon. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in Huh? Hi, I'm Baderon, alright? Who's asking? Aye. Heard as I've got a job for a capable venture, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Gear, we have good gear, so we'll take the money again. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking around in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Doesn't sound like much, I know, but it weren't so long ago as the Fishbacks pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folks are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if any, the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure my patients are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenosia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vamelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. And this might be our intro into the dungeons. Because Sastasha is a dungeon. I don't have the duty finder yet, so I can't even show it. If this is gonna bring us into the dungeon itself, it might be a short episode. It depends on how long it takes us to get there. And then Friday's episode will be Sastasha itself. You hear about Commodore Rayner's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in western Lenosia, though, you best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the halls, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of the season's adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. So it wants us to go to the hall that we did already. Alright. Well, if I had known it was going to bring us there as part of the main story, I would have just waited. But that is... I'm going to assume a new edition, as the Hall of the Novice is not new, but it's relatively recent within the past couple of expansions. Grab that Aetheryte, talk to this Chocobo keep. Yes, it's my first time here. And the hall is literally right here. Yeah, I've not even been out this way in some time. This is a brand new building. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellowjack has sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Sastasha Sea Grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. So we already did that, so we actually just get to skip that part of the quest, it looks like. So we'll head straight to the Yellow Jacket. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reavers. Well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-face tattoos. And using the duty finder. So this is our dungeon. I'm rolling at 15 minutes. This puts me in a weird spot because it's too early to end it, but it's... I think if I speed up all the trash, it should be a regular length episode, so we're going to jump right in. Description of Sastasha. After a period of relative silence following the calamity, the Serpent Reavers have once again taken to terrorizing the inland hamlets of Lenosia, killing the men, kidnapping the women and children, plundering the storehouses, and burning what little they leave behind. For years, it was not known how the pirates were able to raid areas so far from the coast, until a local shepherd sighted a band of painted ruffians entering the Sastasha Sea Grot, carrying large quantities of sacks and crates. Could it be that there's more to this cave than meets the eye? So, each dungeon gives you 90 minutes. It tells you where it is. Regular dungeons are a light party, which is 4 players, 1 tank, 1 heal, 2 DPS. Limits you, obviously, to Disciples of War and Magic. Level 15 dungeon, it syncs from 18, so we will not be synced unless we go level up to 19 really fast. Explorer mode unavailable, that is just so you can run through the dungeon without enemies and take like screenshots, stuff like that. But when you're queuing, you can queue for up to 5 things in one area, so if we have 5 dungeons, we can queue for 5 dungeons, and I'll pick whichever one fills up first. For this, it'll be just Sastasha though. So join. And I will cut out the wait time. When the queue pops, I will let the intro, because each dungeon has an introduction to it. I'll let that play out, and then I guess fast forward the rest of the dungeon, leave the bosses normal speed, explain what they do, and yeah. So I'll see you when this queue pops.
Alright, so the queue popped. We're gonna hit commence, and that will get us into the party check. Once we zone in, there'll be a cutscene, and from there I'll be sped up until the first boss. I'm gonna be muted, and then
Okay, so we're at our first boss. If you saw earlier in the chat when I typed in red, that just determines which coral you have to click on. Then you'll click on the switch, and the boss will spawn. This boss is fairly simple to tank and spank. It does have a AoE paralysis, but it usually goes down before it can even... Yeah, so Charge Whisker is your AoE paralysis. You should get out of that like normal. And earlier bosses you can actually even stun. I kind of forgot about that. But just tank and spank, and you're done. And this is more of a mini boss. This is Captain Madison, and this is just tank and spank, no special abilities. He runs away at, I believe, half or 2/3 health, or 1/3 health, I believe. But just use your abilities as normal and you'll be okay. And here we're coming up to the second part of the Captain Madison fight, where he will spawn in ads. But everything else is the same as before. Nothing special with him, just pick up the ads. Actually, you can see them in the back there, they're dogs. Just pick up the ads and you'll be good. And actually, while we're coming up on the final boss, one thing I did want to mention in this final encounter is the limit bar system. So if you look, it's actually underneath our threat list right now. We have 1 bar of limit break. You can have up to 3, and however many bars you have determines the effectiveness of your limit break. So it does say, so you'd have to pause and take a look at the limit break icon or tooltip there. But the long and the short of it is more bars, bigger party, more bars, stronger limit break. And for our final boss, Den the Orca Tooth, he does a couple of things. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but the unnatural ripples here, those, when it says the bubble comes up to the surface, you just have to interact with the ripple there, and they'll stop it. Most parties just don't, though, because he dies so fast. And once he dies, the ads despawn. We saw he had that cone attack. And that's pretty much it. First dungeon symbol bosses. And that is Sastasha. That is our first dungeon completed. We can give player commendations. We'll give it to that guy because he's still here. And that is just, if you look in your reputation, that's just player given rep basically. It is used for the mentor system, which you need 1,500 commendations, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure we hit 20 because we can do our next class quest. Yeah. So we're almost 21 because of that. And we got 1 combination. So unedited, I'm at 36 minutes right now. So we can actually probably go back and turn this in, and then we'll call it good there. So let's port back to Limsa. And go to the aft castle. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has sailed already, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity, we dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter, the wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest until we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavor, sir. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tail to tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks? And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. You turned your back for 5 bloody minutes, and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying on whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see. Seems the forest folk are in need of a venture, what can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. And that's probably 21. And Party Finder is just to find... that is your pre-made finder, basically. In the duty journal, I think it is? No. Oh, this gives us access to the roulette. Oh, no, it doesn't. I don't know why it showed up then. There we go. Okay, so if you right-click on the dungeon you're looking for in this little slot, right-click, recruit members, this will open up your party finder where you can find a pre-made. But with that all being said and Sastasha cleared, I think it's a good time to end the episode. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you are interested, like, comment, subscribe. And if not, that's okay too, because I will still see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.